What would you do if your favorite food was suddenly banned for an entire season? Now, imagine being one of the best athletes in the world and still saying, "I'd rather retire." That's exactly the hilarious reaction that shocked basketball fans when college and WNBA superstar Caitlin Clark responded to LeBron James' extreme diet sacrifice. But here's the real question. Was she joking or revealing something deeper about athlete psychology, discipline, and performance? Today, we're breaking down why LeBron gave up his favorite foods, why Caitlin's reaction went viral, the surprising truth about athlete nutrition, and what this moment tells us about the future of women's basketball culture. Let's get into it. The moment started when ESPN shared a clip from the February 17 episode of the Mind the Game podcast. In the clip, LeBron explained he was eliminating two things from his routine: chocolate chip cookies and wine. Not forever, but during preparation for the 2025-26 season. That decision came after he dealt with a nerve injury that delayed his debut and forced him to miss the first 14 games. For LeBron, it wasn't just about diet. It was about control, sacrifice, and mental commitment. Then came the comment that stole the internet. "I'd rather retire than do this. This is why he's him." Simple, funny, relatable, and instantly viral. Fans loved the response for one big reason: authenticity. Athletes are often portrayed as perfect machines, but Caitlin's reaction reminded everyone, even elite players are human. They love snacks, they struggle with discipline, they joke about sacrifices, and ironically, that honesty made her more likable than ever. It also highlighted something important. Greatness looks different for different athletes. Caitlin has repeatedly called LeBron her favorite player of all time, not just because of championships, but because of longevity, consistency, and leadership. LeBron's career has become the blueprint for modern basketball professionalism: year-round conditioning, recovery science, nutrition discipline, mental preparation. For younger stars, that model matters. It shows what's possible over 20-plus years. And Caitlin clearly respects that level of commitment, even if she jokes about copying it. Here's something casual fans often misunderstand. Elite athletes do not eat perfectly all the time. Nutrition is strategic. Game days require energy. Carbohydrates matter. Electrolytes matter. Even snacks matter. And Caitlin has openly talked about enjoying breakfast sandwiches, coffee drinks, comfort foods, including her famous love for Cheez-Its. That relatability makes her brand incredibly powerful because fans see themselves in her. One of the funniest ongoing storylines in her career: she snacks during games. Yes, seriously. During a July 2025 broadcast, commentators even joked about it. Announcer Ryan Ruocco pointed out her snacking habits on the bench, and analyst Rebecca Lobo added that she doesn't even try to hide it. Moments like this humanize athletes. They create connection, and they build fan loyalty. From a sports science perspective, mid-game snacking actually makes sense. Basketball is high-intensity interval training. Players burn huge amounts of glycogen. Quick snacks can stabilize blood sugar, maintain focus, prevent fatigue. So while fans laugh, there's real performance logic behind it. This isn't careless nutrition, it's strategic fueling. There's also a career stage difference. Veterans like LeBron manage recovery from injuries, aging metabolism, longevity goals. Younger stars like Caitlin prioritize energy output, growth, strength development. Both approaches are correct. They just reflect different phases of an athletic journey. Caitlin's humor is actually a huge marketing advantage. Modern sports isn't just performance, it's personality. The most marketable athletes today combine talent plus authenticity plus relatability, and Caitlin checks all three boxes. That's one reason her impact on the WNBA has been so massive. She's bringing new audiences, new energy, and new cultural attention. Even brands benefit from athlete food habits. Fans know she enjoys breakfast sandwiches from places like McDonald's. That casual mention creates organic marketing value. It also reinforces her image: elite player, normal person, relatable superstar. That combination is rare and powerful.
This wasn't just a funny comment. It showed respect between generations, admiration for discipline, and confidence to be herself. Great athletes don't copy each other. They learn, then adapt. So now the real question is, could you give up your favorite food for an entire season? Or would you agree with Caitlin? I'd rather retire. Drop your answer in the comments. And if you love basketball stories like this, subscribe for more deep dives into players, culture, and the moments fans miss. Because the game is bigger than the court. One of the most interesting parts of this story is the generational connection between Caitlin Clark and LeBron James. LeBron represents longevity, over 2 decades at the top, multiple championships, constant evolution. Meanwhile, Caitlin represents the future, a new era of basketball popularity, massive fan engagement, and a style that's reshaping women's sports. When a young superstar publicly calls a veteran her GOAT, it sends a powerful message. Greatness inspires greatness. LeBron giving up cookies and wine wasn't really about food. It was about mindset. Elite athletes often create symbolic sacrifices. Why? Because sacrifice builds focus. When you remove comfort, you increase commitment. Psychologists call this identity reinforcement. Every decision becomes proof of dedication, and that's how champions maintain motivation after years of success. Caitlin's response also revealed something important: confidence. Athletes comfortable joking publicly about discipline usually have strong self-belief. Humor reduces pressure, it connects teammates, and it helps players handle expectations. Many legendary competitors used humor as a psychological tool. So while fans saw a joke, there may have been leadership psychology underneath. The comment quickly became one of the most liked responses on the post. That tells us something about modern sports culture. Moments don't go viral because they're serious, they go viral because they're relatable. Fans don't experience championship pressure, but everyone understands loving snacks. That shared human experience creates connection, and connection builds fandom. This also reflects the growing visibility of women's basketball. Player personalities are now mainstream conversation topics, not just game stats, not just highlights, but lifestyle, habits, humor, and daily routines. That's a sign of a league entering a new popularity phase: cultural relevance. Could Caitlin eventually reach a LeBron-level influence in her sport? Not necessarily championships, but cultural impact, attendance growth, media attention, youth participation. She already changed viewership numbers dramatically, and she's still early in her professional career. That's rare territory. Fans love stories where legends feel human, stars feel relatable, and competition feels personal. That's storytelling gold. At the end of the day, this moment teaches one simple truth: there is no single path to greatness. Some athletes thrive on extreme discipline. Others thrive on balance and personality. Both can succeed. What matters is commitment to improvement. So now I want to hear from you. If you were preparing for the biggest season of your life, would you give up your favorite food? Or are you on Caitlin's side? Comment below and subscribe for more basketball stories, analysis, and behind-the-scenes athlete insights, because the game is always deeper than it looks.